What's up YouTube, Ten here, and today we will be discussing the next time on Death Battle between Brando from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Alucard from Hellsing. This fight is a highly requested episode, so I'm happy to finally see it done. That and the community can now finally shut up about it. No, we're saving this train wreck for next year. Anyway, this fight certainly fits Season 8's theme of legacy fights. It's highly requested, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure could certainly use another episode. And while it's not an episode I'm insanely hyped for, I'm still looking forward to it. Starting with Dio, he from my notes should be in the multi-city block range of power by scaling to Star Platinum. He should also easily be faster than light from scaling to other stand users reacting to sun lasers. Durability is harder to pin down, but considering Dio is relatively on par with Jotaro, then his durability should be around the same level as his attack potency. Dio, being a wacky anime vampire, can levitate, fly, teleport, hypnotize foes, freeze organic materials simply by touching it. He can shoot lasers out of his eye, increase his own power by drinking blood. He can freeze time for 11 seconds, and can summon a giant steamroller out of thin air to crush his foes. He can also regenerate from most damage. One of the most notable examples is when Dio once regenerated from scraps after taking 12 grenades to the face. Dio, being a JoJo's character, has a stand, the World. His stand can assist him in battle and will fight to protect Dio's life at all costs, which is pretty useful considering a stand can only be fully perceived and hurt by other stand users. Though any damage Dio receives will also transfer to his stand, so if you kill one of them, you kill both. In terms of weaknesses, Dio is weak to sunlight like any normal vampire, and his greatest weakness is blatantly his own arrogance. Despite his genius IQ, Dio has a bad tendency to toy with his foes and not take the most direct path to victory. Mostly because, quite frankly, this psycho just likes to watch people suffer. Alucard, by comparison, should be around city block level in terms of both his defense and offensive power. His speed should be somewhere in the hypersonic tier, though I've heard arguments for him being heavily hypersonic. One of his most notable speed feats is him dodging machine gun fire, so he should still be somewhere in that range. He, like Dio, can regenerate from almost anything. Alucard in his series claims that immortality is a myth, however, his level of regeneration would seem to differ. It is speculated that when Alucard is hit by an attack that would kill him, he simply uses the souls he has claimed to sustain himself. The only way an opponent could likely kill him is if they drained every single soul that dwells within him, and then delivering a fatal blow. The souls in his possession are vulnerable to holy weapons, but even then he has powered through fights where his opponents have exploited this weakness. Alucard wields a variety of weapons, from stakes to crosses, swords, guns, machine guns. He also possesses a large variety of mystical powers. These include telekinesis, telepathy, flight, hypnosis, shapeshifting, casting illusions, intangibility. He can drain a foe's blood like any vampire, and he can create shadow clones. Alucard has centuries of experience, and he can regenerate from a pool of his own blood. He's also survived decapitation. Alucard with his guns is skilled enough to shoot a target even without looking at it, and to his benefit, Alucard does not share any of the stereotypical weaknesses of a normal vampire, like garlic or the sun. Alucard is, however, not perfect. His body can still be damaged by conventional means, he is weak to holy weapons, and if he runs out of souls, the next blow could be fatal. With all that being said, this fight is ironically similar to the previous JoJo fight. This fight is a game of keep away between Dio's stand and Alucard. However, this time, Dio is notably stronger and faster than his opponent. One could argue that Alucard could perceive the world's presence, but he can't hurt him, so if he's to win, he's gonna have to kill Dio, which isn't gonna be easy. Dio's regeneration might not be on the same level as Alucard's, but he is certainly comparable. Plus, Dio will have plenty of blood to absorb to increase his own level of power in the fight. Both have a shit ton of abilities, but the key difference is that all of Alucard's really OP abilities are also powers that Dio possesses. Meanwhile, Dio's time stop is something that is all his own, and that Alucard has no way to counter. Alucard might be noticeably older, and he even has a cross to use against Dio, but Dio's speed advantage will make that hard to capitalize on. Alucard will struggle to even hit Dio. Even if he does, Dio can heal or simply use his time stop to dodge. This fight is certainly close, but at the end of the day, I think Dio has the means to not only outlast, but surpass Alucard in this battle. Also, this analysis was done assuming Schrödinger Alucard will not be used, and the Heavenly Dio, whatever the hell that form is called, that Dio gets access to in non-canon material. I made this assuming neither of those are coming into play. And if that's the case, even with Schrödinger, I'm pretty sure Dio can still take it, though it's certainly even closer than it was. But with all that being said, that's what I think. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. This has been 10 Ton. Peace.